So last week, I did a commentary about Janet Hubert reuniting with Will Smith for the 30th anniversary of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's debut. And I promised that I would do a do-over because people complained about the noise. I didn't know the noise was really bad. However, I kept the promise that I would do it. So here is my revision. So, as you all know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air made history, 30th year of being on the air. And the original Aunt Viv, after 3 years of being on the show, her contract was pulled and she was no longer on the show. She was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid. Through the years, she was bitter. She expressed her anger. She even regretted playing the role of Vivian Banks. Even last month, she had the butcher block and she was talking bad about Will, Jada, and the kids. Now, I have always said that I stand for Janet Hubert because I've seen other work that she's done outside of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And she is an excellent actress. Her dancing is remarkable, and she can even sing. This woman should not have been blackballed from Hollywood. And I do believe that if Janet Hubert was utilized much more, I think to a degree, Hollywood, Black Hollywood, would not have had to, how can I say it? I think in the strangest way, it would have been more visibility. There would have been more roles because Janet Hubert is that actress that can do both theater, she can do television, but she can also portray characters that, I hate to say this, that the dominant society watch. She's comfortable to watch. You know, you have actresses such as, for instance, Kim Whitley. I can tell you, Kim Whitley is a comedian, but even though she's light-skinned, the dominant society isn't that comfortable to watch her. But Janet Hubert, having that classical training, she has that command where, listen, I'm an actor, and I can play all types of roles, and you can take me serious, and you can take her serious. And if you notice that once she left, there was a void on the show. There really was a void in the show. And Will Smith, being immature, it really was all about him. And they were grooming him to be the actor. And let's keep it real. I said this before. If it wasn't for him having the tax liens, facing the IRS, I don't think he would have been as big of a star. But I also have to say Janet Hubert playing Aunt Viv helped him get to where he is. James Avery helped him. Alfonso Ribeiro. The man that played Jeffrey. Ashley. Karen Hubert. All these people helped him big. But if you looked at that show and you saw Janet Hubert, she was there, and Phil and James Avery. They were there. And when you thought of The Fresh Prince, those were the first two people that you thought of. And it's the big irony is that Uncle Phil was very much like if you want to say the antagonist. He was the antagonist, pretty much. But Aunt Viv was like that second protagonist of the show. And she was loving and caring, but behind the scenes, they didn't get along. He had a great relationship with Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil was like his nemesis. And it's just so sad what happened. Because I think The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air could have gone for 2 more seasons. I think if Janet Hubert stayed on the show, it could have gone on for at least until 1999. That's just my take on it. Now, I think the reunion occurred because of COVID-19. I think the entanglement with August Alsina had a big part in it. I also feel as though both of them are probably just tired. Will Smith is 52. Janet Hubert, I believe, is 64. She wasn't even old enough to be his mom, although she never played his mother. Remember that, she played his aunt. But she wasn't even old enough to be his father. To be his mother. And, you know, this beef, if you really think about it, is almost half of Janet Hubert's age. This beef is certainly almost half of Will Smith's age. Will Smith is 52. He was 22. She was 34. From my knowledge, she was 34. No, she's 12 years older than him, younger than him. She's 12 years younger than him. Yeah, this gig, they weren't. I mean, it's just sad that he went farther in life, and this whole situation stifled her. But I do believe that coming to full circle, Janet Hubert is probably fine. She has gotten a lot of roles since about past 2 years, but she's finally going to have that breakthrough. So I want to know, what are your thoughts? Let me know. You can still check out the other the other video that I uploaded beforehand. Most of the sound is good. Hopefully everything works out with this one, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.